Welcome to today's episode of Muslim Math. We're going to attempt to discover how old Rebekah is. So, what do we know? According to Genesis 17:17, Abraham was 100 years old and Sarah was 90 when Isaac was born. In Genesis 23, verse 1, Sarah dies at 127 years old, making Isaac 37. All you have to do is subtract the 90 from the 127, and it gives you 37 years old. In Genesis 25:20, the Bible directly tells us that Isaac was 40 years old when he got married. And in Genesis 22:20, we're going to learn about Nahor's genealogy. So let's take a look. So opening up our Bible here we have Nahor's sons. Now, Abraham ends up discovering that his brother bore some children. It starts off with this first one, Uz is a firstborn. Now it goes on to list all of his brothers, but here's the thing. We don't really know if all of these brothers were born chronologically the way that they're listed here in the Bible, or what age they are, or how many years between one brother and the other brother. All we know is that all of these people are born. In here, there's this detail that Bethuel became the father of Rebekah, and then it continues that there were even more sons that were born. Abraham's concubine also had these sons. Now, do we know if these sons came right after all of these kids or mix in between? It doesn't say. All it says is this is the genealogy of Nahor. And then the Bible discusses the death of Sarah. It doesn't say, though, that she died when he was born, or when he was born, or when she was born. It doesn't say when she died, how many years after any of these people were born. All we know is that the next verse, the Bible starts to discuss the death of Sarah. So what do we not know? Well, the Bible didn't tell us Rebekah's age. Now, if we were to try to figure out Rebekah's age, we would need some variables in order to help us out. What are some variables? Well, we would probably need a verse telling us her age, or a verse saying that she was born at the same time that Sarah died, or a verse telling us her age when she got married, or maybe even a verse specifying her age at another event. But guess what? The Bible doesn't tell us any of this. So what do we know about Rebekah? Well, we know that it was Abraham's servant's responsibility to find a wife for Isaac. So he did a prayer and he said, Lord, God of my master Abraham, make me successful today. Show kindness to my master Abraham and see that I am standing beside the spring and the daughters of the townspeople are coming to draw out water. May it be that when I say to a young woman, please let down your jar that I may have a drink. And she says, drink, and I'll water your camels too. And then before he finished praying, Rebekah came out with her jar on her shoulder. And it gives us this detail that she was a daughter of Bethuel. This is tying it back to his genealogy. Side note, one camel can drink 20 to 30 pounds of water. Now here, the servant asked her to give him some water from her jar. Not only did she give him water, but then she proceeds to give water to all of his camels. Then he asks her if there was room in her father's house for him to spend the night. And then she said yes. And then she also said that she is a daughter of Bethuel. Now, she still is not disclosing her age. Oh, Rebekah. And what did Rebekah do? Well, the young woman ran and told her mother's household about all of these things. So what can we deduce about Rebekah? Well, she was strong. She was strong enough to carry heavy jars of water to feed all of his camels. She was also able to think and speak independently, have adult type conversations, but yet we still do not know how old she is. Well, not according to the Bible anyway. But wait. The Muslims have it figured out. According to Muslim math, Rebekah is 3 years old. If you want to learn more about God, get yourself a Bible and start with the book of Matthew.
1, 2, 3, let's count with glee. Learning numbers, it's easy as can be. Add them up, subtract them down.